Hi, sorry I'm late.
Hi, it's okay. Please tell everybody why you were late.
Well, apparently at my children's school there is like a flash mob situation every Thursday. It's actually super cute.
It's weekly?
Yeah, it's weekly. It's super cute. The dance teacher like leads everybody in a dance, and they're learning something from K-pop Demon Hunters right now. Your kids are still little, but this is like a huge
Yeah,
deal.
that's what I've heard.
So it was very cute, but I was not prepared to be staying for an extra 10 minutes to watch this
I
choreographed dance.
Say, when I think of you, Rachel, I don't think, Rachel, fan of a flash mob.
You know, when my children are in it, I will
Very
make an
cute, very
exception.
cute.
What do you think about the people who propose that way?
Immediate no. And yet I could also see my husband proposing that way.
Wait, what is your proposal story?
So I actually was a real monster. No surprise there. We talked often about getting engaged, and I love Halloween. I think we talked about this when I talked about being a holiday mom, and we had been together for 2 years. We had lived together for 1, and we were talking. I was like, when is this going to happen? And he was like, well, you love Halloween. So we had this like heart to heart one night, and he was like, well, you love Halloween. I was going to do a Halloween themed proposal. And in my head, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's the last thing I want. What does that mean? So we were going to Europe with my parents. My parents were taking us to Europe. We went to Spain and Greece. And I was like, is it going to, in my head, I'm like, it's happening on this trip because it's right around that time. And he was like, it's not happening on the trip. Like, I'm telling you now, I don't want you to think every single day and then be disappointed that it didn't happen. It's not going to happen. So we're on the trip. We're in Greece, which is the last stop. And one day we're talking, and he was like, okay, when we go home, I'm going to talk to my friend who's a jeweler, and I'm going to like get on this and where it's going to happen. And I was like, okay, amazing. And we were getting dressed to go to dinner, and we were outside, and he got down on one knee, and he had been lying and tricking me the whole time. And he proposed, and I started screaming, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
That is exactly what I said when Marley proposed. Shut the fuck up were my only words.
Yes, same! And
that's so cute.
Yeah, it was very cute. But you know what I realized too? I actually can't tell the rest of the story. So anyways, yeah, it was very sweet. Okay. What's your proposal story?
Maybe later. We were also on vacation with my family. We were
God.
Yeah, we were in Martha's Vineyard, and I had no idea. Like, so we had just come from one of our very close friends' wedding a couple days before. So I guess my mind wasn't focused on us because we were celebrating them. And we went right from the wedding, which was in Delaware, to meet my family in Martha's Vineyard. And it was like towards the end of the trip. And we were all getting ready to go out to dinner. And when I get hungry, I turn into
that feels right.
Even worse of a person.
Yeah.
My patience is even shorter.
Yeah.
My tone is even bitchier. So my whole family, I was starving. And my family was like dilly-dallying and just taking their sweet time getting ready. Nobody was getting in the car. We finally get everybody into the car. My mom is driving at no more than 5 miles an hour. She was going so slow. And
Please don't tell me it happened in the car.
It did not.
Okay.
He probably almost
like, was that why she was going so slow? Because
she was going so slow because she knew that he had this timing
like
down, and we were too early because I was threatening everyone. I need to eat right now. So she was just going so slow, and I was flipping it out, and I was like, just let us out of the car. Just let us out of the car. We'll walk faster. So Marley and I get out, and he's like, well, like, let's take a little walk before dinner. And I was just like,
oh my God,
I'm so hungry. But I kind of, at that point, started to get a feeling like maybe he's doing something here. Mm-hmm. So I agreed to a little walk out to a lighthouse. We get to the lighthouse, and you have to normally pay a fee to get inside the lighthouse. And this is where I got suspicious because we were just let right in without paying a fee.
Oh, uh-huh.
And in hindsight, I'm like, couldn't you have just given the guy the $5 to
Rachel, no,
to get me off the scent?
At that point, there's no surprise. You know what's happening.
No. So I kind of figured what was happening. And then as soon as we like climbed to the top of this lighthouse, he did it. And I was still very surprised and very happy and shocked. But,
oh,
so yeah. So then we like went out to dinner and it was very nice.
yeah. You know, we share a lot of constructive feedback about our husbands on this podcast, which I will say, I read somewhere that is a sign of true love because you believe in your partner so much that you believe they can be better.
Oh, that's a great reframe.
Right?
Yeah.
So 2 things I've decided that are green flags for partners.
Mm-hmm.
1, when you ask them to go pick up period accoutrements, if you will, they will happily go do so.
Yep.
2, if you text them something like, hey, when you're going to the store, can you buy a bra for me? I really need a bra. And they will take it seriously. And that's because my husband did that. But I also saw on Instagram, somebody was like, you could just tell Pete Hesgeth it would be like so uncomfortable in a period aisle.
He would like vomit and just start sweating
like,
and be so uncomfortable. Marley, we were just home with my family a couple months ago and Marley literally went to the store to buy my sister tampons.
That is beautiful.
So if he wanted to, he would, ladies.
Those are green flags. That's what your
flags.
partner should do. Now, I will tell you, the most recent time I sent my husband to get me pads, he came back with pads that were only the equivalent of like a mouse mattress. I mean, they were the thickest, biggest. Like, I was actually insulted that he thought that was what I needed. I did need it, and I actually love them. But I was like, how dare you think that my delicate body needs this gigantic, massive pad?
So
which
offensive.
Again, it did. So offensive. But once I texted him because after I stopped breastfeeding, I didn't have any good bras. And he was at the store and I said, I need you to get a bra for me. And I said, I need you to get a t-shirt bra for me. Now, if you texted Marley right now and you asked him, Marley, do you know what a t-shirt bra is? Or what is a t-shirt bra? Do you think he would know?
He wouldn't know if it was a bra or a t-shirt. I think that would be a very confusing one.
Ask him and just see what he says. Because
should I text him right now?
Text him right now.
We're currently fighting.
Yes. You are?
Yes.
Perfect. Wait, what are you fighting
probably
about?
won't answer. We are fighting. This is so embarrassing. We are fighting because I started talking about the Taylor Swift engagement.
Of course.
And he basically told me that I sounded like I was in a cult.
How dare
and
he?
I was very offended.
How dare he?
And thank you. I'm also getting my period tomorrow, which is very, very topical. So that it sent me right over the edge.
Yeah.
And I have not recovered. This was yesterday. This was full 24 hours ago.
Okay. Well,
I am still not over it.
My husband and I were in a fight. And so, we did that listen, I put this on Instagram and I said, in a really loving, healthy way, we were not speaking to each other.
Right.
Sometimes you need to take time. You know what the number one piece of advice that I hate the most is?
What?
Never go to bed angry. You should absolutely go to bed angry.
Every time. The only problem for me is that I have yet to wake up fine. Like I am ready to continue the fight into that next day. It's just, it like breathes new life into me is what it does.
Right. And at least you're rested for the fight.
I have more stamina.
Yes.
Yeah. But I do think it's not great to just stay up arguing into the night, especially when you have kids. You got to get up early. Like, and also time for that.
You're going to give up too easily because you just want to go to bed.
Because you're tired. You just want it to be over. No, you need that rest to wake up refreshed and ready to carry on.
More stamina, ready to carry on into a new day.
That's my motto.
Wow. For healthy marriage advice, come to this podcast.
Okay, wait. So speaking of marriage advice, I have some hot takes of the week that I have gathered from TikTok. And one of them is relationship adjacent. And I want to know what your thoughts are because the internet really exploded on this one.
Oh, tell me.
This woman came on and she made this video about how, she's been dating on the apps and stuff like that. And somebody invited her out on a date, but it was a coffee date.
Okay.
And she was very offended by that and basically said, thanks, but no thanks.
Uh-huh.
And everybody on the internet basically attacked her.
Uh-huh.
Which it was very misogynistic. Everybody was just like, you should just be lucky somebody asked you out. Women these days are too picky. What do you want? A coffee date is totally fine. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you being such like a spoiled brat, basically?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
So when I was dating, I was asked out on a coffee date. And I will say, I'm not necessarily proud of this, but it gave me the immediate ick.
Okay. Why?
because I was like, I don't want to see you at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m.
No.
I don't want to meet you at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. Like, just nothing about it was like romantic. Nothing about it felt like sensual.
It's not sexy.
It's not sexy. It's not sexy. No. Now, I will tell you though, my coworker who just got married to his partner, to his husband, their first date was a coffee date, and he really appreciated that it was a coffee date, but seemed like it was they both wanted it to be a coffee date where like somebody suggested it and it was presented in a good way, and it was like a chic coffee place, and it was like, cute. Hey, I'd love to, like, let's go get coffee. And I think it's all about how you present it versus like, I'm cheap, I don't know if you deserve a nighttime date. And
right. And I think that's what people feel or maybe I should just say that's what a lot of women may feel like when a man presents that as an option. It's like, okay, you think I'm worth a $5 coffee. Right. You want to be able to just like squeeze me in between 1 and 3 or something like that. Like, you don't want to waste one of your nights on me. Like, it just feels like it's not really an effort. Right. But I think some other people think, no, it's like low stakes. It's good for people who don't drink.
I think you're casual. So right. I just said the title of our podcast, Rachel, which we haven't said yet. I just naturally said you're so right. I love when we do that too. Okay. So I think the way to do it is, like I said, it has to be mutually agreed upon. It could be like, hey, there's a super cute coffee place that just opened up. Why don't we meet there, get coffee, and then we can go for a walk and talk or something. Like, so make it seem
that
like
was actually supposed to be my and Marley's first date. So he actually did invite me on a coffee and a walk date.
Wow.
We had been talking on Tinder we'd been texting from Tinder. We'd been texting for like a week or something. And I guess it's because I was 25. I wasn't
You
offended.
were 25?
Yeah.
Child bride.
I know. Teeny tiny little
cutesy.
Little teeny bopper me. And predator him.
Yeah.
And not really. No, but we ended up not doing that because I was too hungover. It was like going to be on a Sunday, and I had gone out with my friends, and I had to cancel. I was like, I can't move. I have to cancel this date. And I was positive I would never, like, it was just going to end there. Cause I was like, he's not going to want to pursue this any further if I'm bailing on him because I'm hungover. Like, this is not a good look. But we ended up going out for a happy hour date, which is still my favorite option.
Yeah.
Like a few days later, and obviously the rest.
Yeah. See, I think what guys don't understand too is if you're trying to save money, so you're thinking coffee, go for happy hour.
Totally.
And then it's still also shorter. It's earlier. It's like the perfect mix.
I agree. Yeah. No, a happy hour date is so much fun. I got so drunk on our date though. I mean, this whole thing is just telling you like exactly who I was at this point in time.
Rachel.
I actually showed up so drunk because I was so nervous.
Okay.
I had 3 glasses of red wine while I was getting ready.
Yes, of course. You're getting ready drink.
Showed up hammered. And of course it was a happy hour. So we just had more drinks and
of course.
Like, oysters. So I had no sustenance. We sat there talking for 3 hours. And so then it was time to go out because I was meeting my friends at a bar for trivia that night. And I was just like, you want to come?
You brought him on your first date?
He came and met all of my friends.
Wow.
And yeah, so our first date was like a 6-hour long date. And by the end of it, I was just absolutely blasted.
Did you guys sleep together on your first date?
No. We had like a little cute makeout where someone actually called to us, get a room.
Oh, cute.
And that was very fun. No, but I don't think we did it until our 4th date, 3rd or 4th.
Okay. I also always had to have a drink getting ready. Yeah. Naturally, 1 to 2. Mm-hmm. Because I was also so nervous. So the first like couple of weeks of dating my husband, we were out. We saw each other all the time, like right from the jump. Yep. And at one point, and then we would go out and have drinks at dinner and all of that. And at one point, my husband said to me like, you know, when you're telling me a story and you've already told it to me, do you want me to act like I haven't heard it before? Or do you want me to tell you that I've heard it already and that you've already told me this? And it was because I was like low-key blacking out on our dates because I was like accidentally drinking too much that he just thought I had some like brain disorder
I
and
would
didn't know
die.
what was happening.
Did you just want to crawl under the table and die?
I just was like, oh,
What did you answer, by the way? What did you say?
I said, please act like you've never heard it before because
Yeah,
everything
obviously.
I say is fantastic. And he was like, okay.
Oh my God. Okay. I have another hot take. And it's about men.
Sure. Bring it on. Don't need them. Don't want them.
So
Just kidding. We love ours.
We love ours. This hot take was, would you be mad at your husband for waiting and holding the door for another woman?
No, not at all. I would expect him to.
You're right. You're so right. That is
Somebody
the correct answer. No, there's this trend going around where all these women are saying, no, like you better not be even looking at another. I think it's absolutely crazy. Like if I see a woman with heavy bags or something, I'm looking at Marley like knees to chest. Get up and get over to her right now and start helping. Like if you don't do that, it is such a red flag to me.
Listen, it would be okay. If obviously there's a woman behind me, it would be sociopathic if all of a sudden Tyler or Marley just slammed the door. Right. Like, is that what they want people to do?
Like, get out of here, bitch.
No, if we're sitting somewhere and somebody's coming in with a woman is coming in with bags or stuff, I of course would expect him to get up from the table. If we were sitting somewhere and just some like hottie with a body walked in and my husband jumped up from the table to get the door for her, that would make
like a little too eagerly.
Yeah, that would be like, sit the fuck down. Like, what are you doing right now? So I think that's, like you said when you were talking about important topics, obviously there are nuances to this. Clearly that applies to hotties that our husbands are holding doors open for.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Now, I will say this actually came up because we've talked before about how we sometimes accidentally are like very anti-feminist or, holding feminism back a little bit with some ingrained misogyny. Now, you and I both have boys. Mm-hmm. I do still think it's important for like men or boys to hold doors for women. Mm-hmm. Yep. So is that like, where is the line between good manners and, do you know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah, no, I've struggled with this because like on one hand, is it fair that we have these expectations of boys that we don't have of girls just because they're boys? Mm-hmm. But then on the other hand, it's like we do want to prepare them for the world, and the world does. Like, I don't want him to be on a date and not hold the door for his date.
Right. Or for an older person.
Whether that date is a girl or a boy. Or like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Totally.
But it's, I mean, I guess I think modeling is probably just the best way.
Yeah. Well, because I've started saying, I said to my son when we were like coming in, he was holding the gate. I said, oh, it's really good for boys to hold the gate open for everyone, especially for girls and moms. Mm-hmm. But then in my head, I'm like, oh my God, am I ingraining like bad things?
Right. I don't know.
Or is it just manners?
I think it's.
I think there's a way you can be chivalrous without then expecting to be like, I'm holding the gate for you so you don't get to fucking talk back to me and you don't get to vote. Kind of vibes.
Right.
Pete has got this really in my brain right now since he doesn't think women should vote. But like,
I also like, it's hard because we have a boy, but we also have a girl. So I also don't want my girl to necessarily think, or my girls, I don't want them to necessarily think that boys should be doing things for them so they shouldn't.
But I do want them to think that boys should hold doors for them because that's
for sure
just manners.
This is a tricky one.
You know what? This is a topic for a far more important and serious podcast to unpack. Let's get back to t-shirt bras.
I was going to say, what expert can we bring on to tell us what the right thing to do here is? Because I definitely do see both sides. It's hard.
Yeah.
Not both sides. There's not both sides. It's like, yes, we should be teaching them that. But like, do I want him to think that he has to hold the door for someone just because he's a boy?
Right.
Or but should also I just be teaching that across the board, or just?
But you should hold the door open because you are a boy.
Right.
Okay. Really circled the drain on that one. Did you ask Marley?
You know what? I'm going to let Marley handle that one. That's what I'm going to do.
Yes. Okay. Good for you. Did Marley get back to you, or is he mad at you?
No, he still has not responded. So.
Okay. What was your response when he said this is a cult?
I just looked at him like, are you fucking kidding me? Because so here was how the conversation started was I obviously was so excited about the engagement. I have not hid the fact that I am
of course
a Taylor Swift fan, but that I'm also conflicted about certain things about her because I'm also a reasonable person who is not in a cult.
Right.
And so
you said that really not defensively. You said that just like how somebody would say if they weren't defending the fact that they were in a cult.
Okay, you and I are about to get in a fight because that's exactly what he said. He's like, you're getting really defensive. I don't know. This is like cult behavior.
Okay.
But I was defending myself because the conversation that I opened with him was, I saw this really interesting video that somebody made today about how, you know, since Taylor and Kelsey started dating, the NFL has made $1 billion. And is it possible that there's like PR incentives behind all of this and stuff like that? Like I was open to having that conversation and I just thought it was interesting and wanted to hear his thoughts.
Right.
And then he basically was like, of course it's PR. Of course she's a horrible person. She's a billionaire. Like, of course he's, you know, he's complicit in all of this too. They love capital. He just like went into the whole thing.
Wow.
And I was just like, wow, okay. Like I am not saying that they're evil people or that this is all totally contrived. Like I do believe that they are in love, but I also believe it's probably like really a mutually beneficial relationship for a lot of reasons, and like it can be both.
But isn't that life?
Right.
Like I don't, if I fell in love with somebody but I was like, oh, you're gonna make my life worse, I wouldn't marry you. Like I would hope we would I would benefit from things in your life and you could benefit from things in my life, and like, but we're sharing that together, we're building together, benefiting off of each other.
Exactly. The discourse online right now is actually really scary about it. It's like these people that are in the Taylor Swift cult that think she is an infallible person who can never do anything wrong, but then there's also the people who are hating her their entire personality, and it's just like I can't do that.
No.
So
people are too much. It's like I've seen too. Do you watch The Summer I Turned Pretty?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I'm the only person on the planet that didn't watch it.
I didn't either.
Okay, there we go.
And I don't want to. And I feel like the discourse on that online has been absolutely psychotic.
Like which team people are on? Because it's a love triangle, right?
Yeah, but also these are children. Right, and they're not even hot children.
Okay. But isn't it called The Summer I Turned Pretty?
Yeah, so they're teenagers.
But she's not pretty?
No, she's like fine. But you know, we all had that summer where we turned pretty. Like I was my 16th summer, and
100%. I peaked.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah.
But the guys are not hot. Like, listen, I can point out if I find a 17 to 18-year-old to be attractive. I don't see any shame in that. But neither of these children are doing anything for me.
Neither of these children are doing
Neither of them are doing anything for me. So I'm like, ladies, if you're a 30-year-old woman fighting on the internet, like at least fight over somebody who's actually hot.
Yeah, no, that's bizarre behavior.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rachel, speaking of hot, I'm reading a book right now. We've moved on. This isn't about children. Don't worry. We moved on from Manacled, and the Manacled podcast will be recorded after this, so get ready, everybody. But I'm trying to find other books to read, and so I was reading this book that's kind of science fiction-y, rom-com-y, and this woman like meets this guy. He's called the Shadow King. He's described as being so attractive, like chiseled cheekbones, dark hair, great body. And they reveal that his name is Lorne.
What?
Do you know what the least sexiest name on the planet is? Lorne. It's Lorne. No, it is. I ran the tests. I crunched the numbers. It's Lorne. Also, Google on your phone right now, Lorne from Girls.
Lorne from Girls? Who is
Lorne,
that?
L-O-R-N.
You're in a big
Girls.
You're in a big girls kick right now.
Well, I love
them in the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Lorne from
Girls.
Is there an E at the end of Lorne?
No, L-O-R-N.
Oh God, that's terrible.
It's even worse. Maybe with an E it would be exotic.
The first hit I'm getting is Reddit. Lorne's eerie dance video.
No, you should be getting
Acid Rain. No, I'm.
Okay. Maybe
Lorne from Girls HBO.
Lorne from Girls has an E on his name, but I need you to see who I'm now picturing.
Okay, the AI overview. While there is no character named Lorne on the HBO show,
yes,
Girls,
there is.
It's very likely a misspelling of Laureen Horvath. Oh, wait, what? This is not happening.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna edit
Are you
this
sure
out.
it's Lorne?
I thought it was.
It might be Laurie.
Oh, it's Laird.
Okay.
Okay, look up Laird from Girls. Because now I need you to see still who's popping into my brain every time I read these sex scenes.
Oh, God.
So no, every time.
This guy, okay, so he was like
John
the
Glazer,
neighbor.
he's hysterical.
Yeah, he was the neighbor that always wore those knitted caps.
Beanies, and he was like a recovering addict.
And he had the baby towards the end of the series, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was also Councilman Jeremy Jam if you watched Parks and Rec. Now.
So this is who you're picturing.
So this is who I'm picturing now. When I'm trying to like read my little smutty rom-com science
What's the title
fiction.
of your book, by the way? Share with the class.
Between.
I
wouldn't
Are you
recommend
enjoying it otherwise?
I can't get out of Laird Lauren land.
Okay.
So I'm like very upset.
That's tough.
But it's fine. It's okay.
I hate when you picture someone and it's just not like, we'll get into this when we do the manacled episode, but I was picturing the wrong blonde boy the entire time for some reason. I wasn't picturing Draco from the Harry Potter movies. I was picturing King Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Oh no.
And so for a lot of the book I was just like, I don't get it.
Ooh. See, sometimes now when I read, I'll just disregard the character description and picture who I want to picture.
And who are you picturing?
I'll tell you on the I'm going to tell you on the Manacled podcast. I can't tell you that. But for now, in my current book, I'm picturing Laird from Girls when I'm reading about the Shadow King. And it is very upsetting.
That's really tough. I'm so sorry.
It's very tough. Rachel, what else is going on with you besides fights and cults? Oh, I will say something about Taylor Swift.
Okay.
We talked about this before. Like, she is so lame.
She really is.
Her caption was so embarrassing.
I know. Oh, people have thoughts about the caption.
Like,
people have a lot of thoughts and feelings about that caption.
It's crazy. Why was there a dynamite stick at the end of it?
Well, you know her. Like, everything is a fucking Easter egg for everything. So I'm sure it'll come to light what that means at some point. And again, there's like these two insane sides where there's one side that is trying to figure out what the Easter eggs mean in the caption. And then there's this other side who hates everything she does no matter what. So they're dissecting, how dare she refer to herself as a teacher salary is like blah, blah, blah. And
oh my God.
Like, oh my God.
People
like,
are insane.
We have lost the fucking plot. Like,
Rachel,
people really need to be this upset about literally anything else.
Is there anything in your life you are that passionate about? Besides Taylor Swift, I guess.
No. And in particular, there is nothing I'm that passionate about hating. Like,
yeah.
I can't imagine making so many videos about something that I actively dislike. Because I would just keep on living my life.
Right. You know,
regardless of whether other people like it or not. Like, I just don't understand that mentality.
I don't either.
Wasting your time like that.
I don't either. And we've talked about how we used to go on Reddit and read mean things about ourselves. And I haven't done that. Since last year. And the other day I was driving and I thought, God, it's so beautiful because I can't even think of a single thing something could be snarking on me about. Like,
oh, really?
everything
That's
about
so
me,
nice. What's that like? Because every time I say anything, I'm like, how are the Reddit people going to snark on this?
No. In my head, I'm like, there's nothing these losers could be talking about. I'm fantastic. Could you imagine trying to come up with something to snark about me on? Everything I say is spot on. Everything I do, I have fingers on the pulse of the cultural touchstones. Like, I'm moving and grooving.
I really, really wish that we could switch brains for just one day and I could feel what that is like. You know what? The Reddit thing is, it actually doesn't bother me anymore because as I spent time looking at those types of threads, I just realized like the kind of people that are doing that stuff are just...
Yeah.
It's like the TikTok people. It's like you're just so miserable and bored. Like you cannot think of anything else to be looking at or doing with your time. It's like sad.
I will say, though, I do low-key love Reddit for one reason, and I saw something on Instagram, which I thought it was just me, but if I'm having, like, issues with something, technical issues or something going on...
Oh, you have to Reddit. Yeah.
I only want the Reddit answers. And it was like, I don't want the Apple tech support to tell me what the answer is. I want John from 7 years ago to tell me that he had the same problems on his Reddit thread, and then I want to comment on it and say, any updates, ? And hope that people will respond back to me and tell me what their updates were.
No, it's actually so true. It's if you type in like your question or your problem followed by the word Reddit, you often do get some good answers in there. You just have to be careful if you're a public. Just don't go looking for yourself.
No, I found a way to Google myself. Well, this is sad, but obviously I love Googling myself without Reddit results coming up.
Wait, how do you do that?
There's a whole thing you could do, and you do like minus site.
Okay, you'll need to send that to me because right now what I do when I have to Google something for myself or my business is I literally like close my eyes.
Yeah. Exactly.
And go like this. Or I've figured out exactly like where to stop scrolling so that I don't see the Reddit result.
Smart. Now, Rachel, I the other day found on Instagram somebody completely word for word copying a post of mine. I will say in her defense, she changed the word mom to mum because she was Australian.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But
do these people think we don't see it?
Well, she posted it a while ago, so she was right in that I hadn't seen it for quite some time.
But it always catches up.
It always catches up. And what's so crazy is I kind of appreciated this. One, she didn't block me right away, which I feel like sometimes people do that. It was very layered because this poor woman had just had a baby 5 days ago. And I was really
so you don't want to like attack her.
I don't want to attack her. So that's why I didn't share her name. I didn't share her page. And all I did was I commented on the post like, hey, these are my words. I've talked about before, I have very little going for me except for my psychotic tone of voice and POV when I'm writing. That's all I've got.
Your captions are everything. I've told you before, like that is how I first fell in love with you.
Thank you.
Your caption.
My captions are me.
On such a deep level.
And I do believe that ChatGPT is copying me, but that's a tale for another time. This person was explicitly copying me, and I commented on it, and people were like, I love this. And I commented back, and I said, thank you so much. Thanks. It's my words that she stole. She deleted all of those comments. Then I messaged her, and I was like, hey, you stole this from me. Like, that's really not great. I said, I'm like, all you have to do is delete the post. Like, I'm not going to do anything to you. Just delete the post. It's like that easy. Right. And she didn't respond. So then in my head, I'm like, oh my God, she's mad at me. She's going to be mad at me. I need to write her back. So then I double messaged her, Rachel. And I said, Caitlin, by the way, your content is really great. So you really don't need to be stealing mine without credit. Then she didn't respond all day long. I'm checking. Has she responded back to me? I've lost all power in this situation. I double messaged her. I complimented her. And I'm checking to see if she responds back to me.
Caitlin. You know what, though? I have to say, I have done this too. So somebody copied my video, one of my most viral videos ever, by the way. It has like 7 million views on Instagram, which is insane for me. She copied the exact like text in the video, caption, everything was exactly the same. And I responded and I was so nice. And now I'm like, why was I so nice? But the reason is it's because it's another mom. Yeah. Like, I would never, ever be okay with it. But it's like, I don't know. We're all just doing our best.
But that's the problem. It's like, we're all just doing our best, but also like, don't copy me.
No, don't copy me. And the part that was so infuriating was like, she made me kind of like her by the end of the exchange. She's like, oh, you know how it is. Like, you see these things and you forget and I'm so sorry. I love your content. It's so brilliant. I tell all my friends. And by the end, I was just like, it's okay. You can keep it up, even though yours has 10 million views now. And
I feel like by the end of that, I would have been
zero
like,
credit for that.
Yeah. I would have been like, do you want me to just give you my Instagram login and you can just take over? And can I send you flowers?
So annoying. It's so annoying when it's like something so unique and like I actually thought of it. It was a great video. It was a great caption. It obviously took off super viral for me. And then it went even more viral for her. And I was like, okay, so clearly this is an awesome idea and I'm not getting credit for it. This
Could
is
you share that with me later what it was? And
it was
maybe do it too.
It was the one where I talked about like the 30 on 30 off.
Oh, yeah.
That got picked up by like Daily Mail or something, or I don't know. It was like, yeah.
What?
Well,
explain what that is.
Explain what the 30 on 30 off rule is. So,
no, explain what Daily Mail is. Yes, explain what the 30 on 30 off is. Well, it is my most number one trusted news source. So
I know. I was going to say, some people actually don't know what it is.
Yeah.
If you can believe that. No, so it was just this thing that we came up with when we were on vacation recently because we were at this beautiful resort and I was kind of looking at my husband and he was looking at me like, why don't we feel like we're having fun or like we're getting a vacation? Because we were just doing everything together. And so everybody was so overstimulated by the end of the day. And so we just kind of decided, okay, we're going to take turns and I'm going to go sit in that chair by the pool and read my book and have my little cocktail. And you're going to play with the kids. And in 30 minutes, we can switch.
Yeah.
And so we just kept doing that. And sometimes it would be like an hour or whatever it was. But just the taking turns was really nice. And there were tons of people who were like, oh, this is genius, I'm going to try it. And then there were equally the same amount of people who were like, you're a child abuser. How dare you?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Your kids are going to grow up with attachment wounds. That was a direct quote, by the way. They're gonna always feel like they're too much.
Oh my god! You know what? They are too much.
With them. And I said, yeah, they should know.
Yeah, they should 100% know. I will say, my husband and I are trying to start the school year a little stronger, you know, and kind of figure out some systems. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that started with 2 days in. We had a COVID message and then weird false positive on a COVID test, and then I also forgot my son had to do something for Monday morning, so then I had to make him do it Monday morning, like art. It was a whole thing.
His homework?
So it wasn't really homework. It was like we had a play date on Friday to like meet the class and the teachers, and they handed us like this puzzle piece thing, and they said, here's some questions, like just have your kid color it in, like ask them what's your favorite color and have them put their favorite color on it. So it was quote unquote homework, but it wasn't like a big deal.
Okay.
But I forgot about it until Monday morning. So then, of course, I'm like trying to force my son to do it. And then he was crying. And I was like, you got to do this. And, you know, just the exact kind of mood you want going into your first day in a new classroom.
Totally.
But one of the things we want to do that I suggested, because in the mornings it's hectic, is that we each take 10 minutes, but 10 planned minutes and acknowledged minutes of my husband's alone in the morning doing whatever he needs to do. I'm alone in the morning doing whatever I need to do, because it was turning out that my husband was disappearing to the bathroom for 30 minutes to like be on his phone. And I would be like, oh, well, if your dad ever gets out of the bathroom, then maybe I can get you some breakfast. Just like screaming really loudly to make my husband feel bad. Or be like, yeah, I don't know if your dad needs to go to the doctor to see what's going on with him and why he has to go to the bathroom so many times for so long. When, of course, again, he's totally fine. He's just hiding in the bathroom.
Of course.
And then, which, by the way, I'm like, do you know the last time I ever went into the bathroom alone?
It's been years.
It's been literal years. But I said, the thing is, I have no problem with him taking that time if it's like acknowledged and discussed and I know it's happening. It's
and if you get it too.
And I get it too. It's the trying to be sneaky about it. It's the feeling like I've been ditched to figure out what's going on, versus, again, if you just said like, hey, I'm going to go take my 10 minutes right now and then I'll come back. And I don't even necessarily like, I didn't need my own 10 minutes this morning, but I just needed to know that it was available. And then again, that I guess it's like that I said yes. Maybe I needed to be the one
to give that permission for him to use the restroom.
Yeah. Okay, but again, he's not actually using the restroom.
No, I'm 100%.
Yeah, he's just hiding.
Totally with you.
Yeah.
Well, you should make a video about this and see if it goes viral.
If anybody copies it.
Also that.
Okay, great. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I've been, by the way, YouTube, this is turning in. If you've got a thing for women drinking, you're going to love the YouTube this, because I can't stop drinking things this morning.
Is that a thing that people have?
I don't know, Rachel. You told me that someone somewhere might have a kink for my feet. So I'm sure someone somewhere has a thing for women drinking out of giant Minnie Mouse coffee cups.
They must. It's got to be a thing. I have my iced coffee with a straw.
I see that.
So I know that upsets you, but
it does. It's okay. So other housekeeping things. I have two updates I would like to give.
Oh,
so
okay,
first, good. Rachel and I are working on our merch. I found like a fun possible idea. I sent it to Rachel, an email. She responded and said, I don't know if I love it or hate it. I just took a gummy. Ha 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 ha. Sent. And then haven't heard back from her since about it. No follow up.
You know what? I wasn't sure that gummy had hit until I opened that email. And I was like, I am not sure what's going on here. I need to circle back on that, though. I apologize that I haven't.
It was font choices, and the response being, I'm not sure if I love it or I hate it, but I just took a gummy. It was great.
It was just too much for me in that moment, you know?
Yeah. So we're waiting on that, and then our other update is we booked our flights and our hotels for our New York, You're So Right, Mom's Night Out, and on Thursday night, guys, Rachel and I, or Wednesday, because we're flying out on Wednesday, Rachel and I are going to cross a real friendship milestone. We are going to share a bed. Rachel and I are going to share a room.
Mm-hmm.
For one night only.
Because
it happens in New York, stays in New York.
Kick me out. I can't wait. Actually, also, by the time this airs, are we going to have the actual link for
Yes, we should.
tickets? Okay. So
well, I don't know. We kind of
we'll
somebody left a review that was like, I never know when this airs and it's such a fun surprise. And spoiler alert, we don't know when it airs either because Rachel uploaded it last week, so a whole day early.
So I scheduled them ahead of time, and sometimes the calendar is just so tricky, you know?
Yeah, you know what? Last week, though, the calendar did feel tricky. I felt the same way.
I don't know what that was.
We
sometimes
also recorded...
in my head, it's a Sunday night that I'm pushing it. Sometimes it's a Monday morning. I just never know.
We never know. But that's like kind of the fun of this podcast.
It is. People just don't ever know what to expect.
Somebody titled a review that said, "What's going on?" And, you know, we don't know either.
But they gave it 5 stars.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
But
we
were you a big
review so much?
Were you a big sleepover girl?
Yeah, I loved sleepovers.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is a lost art in our generation. And I know lots of parents now talk about how they will never allow them. And I actually do agree with a lot of the points that are given. But it's sad to me because I used to love them. Although I do also remember girls like crying and missing their moms when they would sleep over my house sometimes. But maybe that was just because we were too young.
I understand the points, but I would like my children to have sleepovers. Obviously in a safe space
with people that you trust,
with people that I trust.
Yeah.
Now I read somewhere online too that, and this was so me, I was the girl that before we fell asleep, I'd be like, okay, so if I wake up before you, I'm going to do this. And then what are you going to do if you wake up before me? And then if I wake up before you, should I wake you up too? Or should I just like wait for you to wake up?
Were you also you were the last one to fall asleep and the first one to get up though also?
I was probably the first one to fall asleep. Okay. I fall asleep, Rachel. This might not be something you know about me, but I fall asleep within 3 seconds of closing my eyes.
Oh, same. It's not a problem for me to fall asleep at all.
It's not a problem for me, to the point where I will never forget. I was on like multiple times. It's happened with my sister and I when we were on vacation, and with my husband, where I will be mid conversation. I'll ask a question. I'm asleep by the time it's back to me. I'm out. And that's not even when I'm blacking out from drinking so much. That's just me sober. Sally.
Love that for you. There's nothing better.
There's nothing
people
better.
That toss and turn, people that have insomnia, like I just can't imagine anything worse.
Yeah. Now I will say, for sleepovers, loved sleepovers as a girl. And then there was like a time in my 20s where like after we would go out, friends would have sleepovers, and I wasn't interested in that. Like once I had my own apartment, I
wanted to be there.
I wanted to be there. I didn't want to do that.
I don't think once I lived in the city, I guess I wasn't doing that. But when I was still living in Connecticut, in my early 20s, we definitely did do a lot of sleepovers. But again, that was mostly for safety, so we weren't driving drunk.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking of like Ubers.
It wasn't right. No, it wasn't like to have like a fun little sleepover night. In our 20s, it was, I can't drive.
Yeah. Okay. This is, you guys, we're okay. Rachel and I
okay. I don't
drink much anymore.
I just take some gummies occasionally.
Maybe this... We're fine. Okay,
we don't have a problem. Okay,
we don't have a problem. This is just the classic millennials thing where it's like, wow, how did we survive from like 2004 to 2016?
No, the fact that binge drinking was so normalized during our adolescence, and it's crazy.
I used to mark on my arm, like tally marks, how many shots I'd had.
What the fuck? Oh, that's actually really responsible of you.
Yeah,
because I would just lose count.
When I woke up after I'd showered in my clothes, I could be like, oh, it's because I had 11 shots of Kamchatka last night. That's why.
And that was just so normalized.
So normalized. And now it's like, if I took one... Well, I've said before, I'm kind of like trying to bring shots back. And by that, I mean like, I've said it, no one has done it, and I haven't done it in years.
It's not going to happen. No.
It's not going to happen, but I do think that was like an integral part of our experiences.
For sure. Did you ever do haircuts?
I thought you were going to ask me if I ever did heroin. I'm dead serious, Rachel. Because there was a little bit of a pause.
That so like casually. Did you
ever we're talking about how casually we were binge drinking.
We're talking about shots and like a logical next step. Did you ever do haircuts? Oh God.
Did I ever do haircuts?
Do you know what those are? Like
yeah, where you cut. No, wait,
like
what?
a haircut shot. Maybe this is an
No.
East Coast. Maybe that's an
I
East
thought
Coast
you were
thing.
saying you guys would get drunk and then cut each other's hair. I was
No,
like,
a
no, we
haircut
never
shot.
did that.
That would be so problematic. No, a haircut shot is where you like lean back and somebody comes up behind you and just pours the alcohol down your throat. No?
Okay, well, why is it called a haircut shot?
I think because you're sitting almost like a barber.
You're at a salon. Oh.
Yeah.
No, we did not ever do that.
Oh, okay. Well, me either.
Well, you know what, Rachel? We've got a sleepover coming up.
No, but do you know what the best was? Okay. I have to know if anybody else did this. We would do Hershey's syrup and peppermint schnapps.
Oh.
So it would taste like a peppermint patty.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it would just be like right down the gullet.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
we did them at my wedding as well.
Okay, that's fun. I love that.
Like, I'm staring at a photo of our wedding right now of
you doing
me
a
just
shot?
double fisting a bottle of rum and a large Coke. Right
Oh my God, Rachel. That's iconic.
there.
That
was
is so
probably at,
good.
like, 2 a.m.
Wow, I
just
love that.
can't- thinking about that now though makes me absolutely sick.
100%. No, I never did haircut shots, but
Okay.
we did, slapping the bag with the wine in the bag, keg stands, flip cup,
Wait, by the
power
way,
hour.
this was so funny. So we were talking about this last week about the millennial of it all and all the crazy shit we used to do and the beer pong and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We took the kids to an arcade over the weekend. Do you know that beer pong is now an arcade game?
Stop.
I have pictures of my 5 and 2-year-old playing beer pong.
Oh my God.
They have like the cups set up and then you pay the quarters and you get this huge collection of ping pong balls and you're literally playing beer pong.
Okay. I love that.
I know. I was actually so proud of them. They were really good at it. And I was like, get
Okay, I
out of
love
here.
that.
Watch mommy.
Wait, there was something I was going to ask you if you ever did.
Oh. We were also in the middle of housekeeping.
Oh, did you ever play Edward 40 Hands?
Edward 40.
Where you would tape 40s of beer to your hands and then you couldn't use your hands until you finished?
No, but I feel like Marley's done that. He was a big 40s guy.
Marley for sure has done that.
He's definitely done it.
Once at my Bravo Christmas party, somebody brought in a box of 40s and everybody was just getting
Ew.
fucked up. And I
In
rented
your 20s, you were doing that?
an office party.
Oh, God.
And I rented a margarita machine and there's a picture of me with my mouth like right under the margarita machine at work.
Well, it's Bravo.
It's Bravo. That's so true. Okay, this is what happens when we say we're going to do
I was
housekeeping.
going to say, speaking of Bravo, we need to get back to housekeeping. We will be recording a Bravo episode in the next few weeks as well. I just started Miami last night.
Yes.
It is so good. I forget
It's so
how good
started
Miami
this
is.
season or in general?
No, this current season.
Oh, okay.
Or the most recent one, I guess. Season 7, I think.
Yeah. Well, my husband and I are rewatching Real Housewives of New York City season 3.
Oh, my God.
So good. And I've also started, you know what I've heard so much about? This is kind of Bravo, but it's on Peacock also. The McBee dynasty. It's about like a farming family. I've heard it's very good.
Okay.
So I'm working my way through that. Oh, and then also I was going to recommend for you, I don't know if you ever watched this. Did you watch the show The Tourist on Netflix
No.
with Jamie Dornan?
No.
It's okay. Highly recommend. It's like British, but the first season takes place in Australia. He's so hot.
Okay.
And it came up because I was, like picturing him forlorn until Laird came up. And it reminded me of that show that I think you and Marley might like.
Okay, I will try it. The Tourist, it's called?
The Tourist.
Great. Speaking of UK, I just started UK Love is Blind. And it's very cute.
Oh, okay. Love is Blind. I was like, oh my God,
Yes,
Rachel, I
with the
cannot go
pods.
along with you on another Love
No,
Island.
we're not doing Love Island.
Because I know
We
that
have-
also ended.
No, and the reunion actually for Love Island aired this week, and it was so boring I couldn't
Yeah, and
even
the
finish
winners
it.
broke up already.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care about any of this anymore. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to be out of that rabbit hole.
Great.
Okay, other housekeeping. So the New York thing we said, the merch thing we said.
We
Please
said
rate and
something
review.
about merch.
We said something about the merch.
Please
think
rate and
that's it.
review. Please
Yeah.
rate and review. Please subscribe to the YouTube. You guys, there's a
Yes.
lot. If you like this vibe, which says something about you that we won't go into. But if you enjoy what's happening here, you're going to love the YouTube because it's like even more.
It's even more. And it's visual. And
it's visual.
We're visual creatures. Also, like, even if you don't want to listen to the YouTube or watch the YouTube, or you don't feel the need to listen to the episode twice, which, how dare you? But subscribing to the YouTube is also free, and it's just a great way to support.
Yeah. And also, too, I think some people think, or at least I do, when you hear YouTube, you have to watch it, but you just, people listen to it.
Yeah, you could just listen, and that way you're getting the extended episode, and hitting subscribe just helps us.
With things that we're not 100% sure on, but, we've been told it helps.
Yeah, we've been told it's good, so please do it. All right, we love you so much.
Love you so much. Bye.